Hey guys, it's Jamie, Chief Strategy Officer for Posse. Today I am going to have a quick cup of coffee with you because I'm outside and there's a hurricane that has made landfall. So we want to make sure that, of course our thoughts and prayers are with those who are dealing with serious parts of the hurricane. We just have a little extra breeze in North Carolina, but I do want to still keep it brief with you. Having my first cup of coffee for the day. In all fair disclosure, it's extremely cold, but that's typically how I drink my coffee anyway, so it works perfectly for an afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Today I just want to talk to you about a question that I hear frequently. Most of the time when people come into our doors and we sit down with a client or potential client, the first question they want to know is, how exactly is digital marketing going to help my business? And there's a really quick answer to this. It all comes down to your strategy. Of course I'm going to say that because strategy is what I love, it's my role, but it really is true. Your strategy starts with figuring out who you're trying to reach online. And at Posse we call that your target persona. So that may go by names like ideal customer or target client if you're more familiar with those terms. But basically, who is the person that you're trying to reach? If you could describe what they do, describe what messages are important to them, and really do some research on what they're looking for online, that's going to be your best case scenario in laying out a strategy that's going to accomplish your business goals and also help solve the problems of your target personas. So once you know who you're talking to, you can figure out where are these people. There's a lot of folks that come to us and they understand that the Pew research from 2014 showed over 74% of internet users are on social media, and so obviously they know they need to have some sort of presence, but does that mean that you need to be on Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram and Google Plus and LinkedIn? Do you have to be solid on all of those platforms? And really the answer is not necessarily. It depends on who you're going after. If your clients are active and involved in all of those platforms, then yes, you should also be there because that's where they're going to engage with you and receive any messages that you want to share with them, where you're going to be able to capture their word of mouth marketing and be able to really find out what it is exactly that they're looking for by being able to build a relationship with them online. So figuring out where they are, figuring out who you're talking to, all important pieces of your strategy. The next thing you want to do is look for your business's opportunity. So you know who you're talking to and where they are, but what are your competitors already doing that you can improve upon? Chances are there are questions that are being left unanswered that you can answer, or your products can answer, or your services will address. And that's how you can start structuring out your messages. So there's that breeze we're talking about. So that's how you start building out the entirety of your strategy and figuring out what it is that your business is going to be able to lay out as a goal for online marketing. The next question that comes out of all that, right? This makes sense. You have a strategy, you have a plan, everybody loves a good plan. But then the question comes up, well, who does this? Who takes this plan from, I've figured out where I need to go, I've figured out who I'm talking to, but now who puts all of these pieces into action? And the quickest answer to that is probably not you. Business owners are typically not the best candidates for doing their own online marketing. The reason is because you love what you do. You live and breathe your services, your products. You know everything about your business. You wake up in the middle of the night in panic thinking about it, and that's awesome. And that's what makes you a really good business owner, entrepreneur, etc. It doesn't necessarily make you the best marketer. And the reason for that is your customers are not already in love with you. They don't know the work behind the scenes, and even if they do, they might not care. What they care about is how are you helping to improve their situations, their lives, how are you addressing their questions and problems and providing solutions. And that's where a marketer is going to be able to be more objective. They're going to be able to take the research, take the keywords, take their searches, and figure out how is it that your business will match up with what they're searching for. And so having someone who's going to take that objective stance for you is going to benefit your overall success online. Does that mean that you go hire an intern? Probably not, because you still need to be able to manage that intern. You need to be able to guide them. And chances are you're still not going to be able to have that objective role even with guiding someone else. You could hire a marketing department. Not everyone has a budget for that. And there are some downfalls to that. So what I want to talk to you about is the best solution, of course, from our perspective, but really one of the best solutions that's laid out there, and that is to hire an agency. And there are several benefits to that. all of which you'll learn more about in my upcoming blog post next week, so stay tuned for that. But very quickly today, the three keys that I want to focus on why you should hire an agency are their industry experience. They've worked with all kinds of sizes of businesses, they've worked with different personalities, they've worked in different industries, and they have a really large repertoire of what works and what doesn't. They've tried a lot of things. The other thing that you want to look for and what the value you get from an agency is the skill set that they bring to the table. So chances are you're going to hire someone that has a staff that has a graphic designer, that has a website designer, an SEO specialist. You'll have someone who's a content curator and creator. You'll have someone who's a strategist like me. You'll have someone who's an account manager. You'll have someone whose focus is on reporting. You might even have someone who's going to be doing strictly campaign-based work. All of those things wrapped into one neat little agency package, and that's very expensive to hire an individual to do that in your own internal marketing department. You need someone who's able to accomplish all of those tasks, and as much as we may like to think so, not one person will be able to perfectly fill all of those roles. So an agency brings in a whole team of people who are going to be on your side and helping you. The other thing that they bring to the table is their results. It's very hard to know what to look for or to manage or to judge an internal employee if you aren't familiar with digital marketing and understanding how to analyze what's going on for you. For an agency, you can read their white papers, you can talk to their clients, you can see their case studies, you can do research about their online presence, you can see what they're doing for their own marketing. All of those things are going to help you be able to hire the right agency and make sure that they're giving you the results that you're looking for. One last point I want to make, and then I'll hop off and you guys can catch the rest of my blog post next week, is that you want to look for an agency who's complete. Because there are agencies that'll just do consulting, there are agencies that will just write the post for you, but then there are agencies who are going to do everything from strategy all the way to the end of getting you results, and that's what you want to look for, and that's what you have in Posse. One last note, and I think my 3-year-old's going to help with this one. Today, Posse is going teal for ovarian cancer and gynecological cancer awareness. So we are going teal to honor Yvonne. You'll see our post later. She's a co-founder of Posse, and we lost her this year, and so today we're honoring her, and we encourage you to help spread the awareness, and we will also be doing a walk September 17th, so look for more updates on that on our socials. Thanks everybody, and have a great Friday, and we have thoughts and prayers with everybody who's dealing with a hurricane. Thanks guys.